Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our Grand Aquarium Emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points, oh, they do matter. And losing will cost you everything. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire. And with me, as always, is intern Cornetto for a night of tantalizing ice cream trivia. You'll scream for ice cream. Here, you hear them?
They're
already screaming for ice cream.
They're screaming for ice cream. Fluval, I am so very excited to be doing this ice cream trivia with you because ice cream, despite being a disgusting form of matter that third-dimensional beings consume.
It's very disgusting.
Hello, Lena. I'm intern Christy. Thank you so much, intern Christy. Hello, Joss. Hello, potatoes. So, besides being a useless form of matter. Oh my goodness.
No one else heard that.
No one else heard that, Fluval?
No one else heard that sound, no.
Wow, Fluval, you just really love just making sounds happen in only my head. Thank you so much, Fluval, for all of that. Did everyone hear that?
No, they heard that one. They heard the fart.
Okay, well, at least they're hearing
heard that
slander.
Kremelian slander.
That sound is just for me.
Though there is a new sound, so now you'll be able to hear one of the sounds that intern Cornetto here heard.
Fluval doesn't exactly swim. Your third-dimensional mind wouldn't recognize it, but you know what it would?
Time for an ice cream break.
This hilarious form of media, Fluval. Have you ever observed a stick of iced cream?
Yes, I have seen one of those popsicles.
Wow, aren't they so interesting?
They're very interesting.
I learned a lot of facts from consuming them, despite being disgusting matter. For example,
just rip off the ice.
That too. But for example, Fluval.
Yeah.
How do you defend yourself underwater?
Like this. And then they get blown up.
Yeah, they could carry a swordfish. They carry a swordfish.
I don't have hands.
Ice cream. I've been eating every ice cream every day for 3,085 days.
Wow.
That's a lot of matter consumption. Repulsive. Do you know about Flintstones Push Pops?
Yeah, do you not?
Oh, I do. Do they have jokes on them? Did I just miss the jokes my entire childhood? No. Okay. They call them sodasicles. Oh, because you would do it in like a soda can.
No, instead of popsicles.
Ah, hell yeah. Fluval, what do you get when you cross glue sticks and fish? Is this a sound that everyone can hear,
Yes.
or only me?
No,
Okay.
this is an ad everyone's seeing from Flintstones Push Pops where they rap.
A taste right out of his story. A foodie's flavor. Bread, barley, Wilma too. Make every bite more
It's kind of quiet, yeah.
push-ups. Flintstones push-ups. A taste right out of his story.
Wow.
That was for everyone though. Yeah. Sorry. What were you saying about popsicles?
What do you get when you cross glue stick and fish?
The eldritch abomination beyond human language.
Or fish sticks! Oh my god. Okay,
Everyone heard that one too.
90s nostalgia. I like to think intern commerce, hi, Major Christy, thank you so much, does occasionally see commercials that no one else can.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, this is true. This is true. Fluval loves just placing media into only my field of vision.
I do, but-
and I need to pretend as though it's not happening.
While we're talking, I want to encourage everyone to join our game of trivia, which they can do by following this link here. Just like the 30-second flavor, Ice Crawler Koala, Intern Klondike, and Cookie Puss
Cookie Puss.
have. Because soon we'll be starting 10 incredible questions all about the iced cream.
Fluval.
Yes.
If you were a disgusting third-dimensional being and had to consume matter, what flavor of ice cream would you consume?
It would be a Fluval-themed pop.
Oh, okay.
Like the Spider-Man pops, but with Fluval having gumballs for eyes.
What is the meat of that pop? What is the main ice cream?
There's not meat in the
No,
in the
but
pop.
what's the main part made of?
Of the Spider-Man pops?
Yeah, is
Or-
it vanilla ice cream or is it
Yeah, the Fluval one would be fish flavor.
fish flavor?
It's lemon and strawberry flavored.
Yes, Lena. Lemon and strawberry flavored what? Ice cream?
I thought you meant the flavor.
That you would consume?
No, the flavor of the Spider-Man
But
ice
is
cream.
it iced cream or is it like sorbet?
Oh, is it sorbet or sherbet?
Yeah, or a sherbet or a potatoes.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a
Notably,
stew.
the product description just
boiled.
says, get your what am I doing?
What are you doing? Oh, Fluval, where'd you go?
Get your spider sense and taste buds tingling with this lemon and strawberry flavored
Time for an ice cream break.
pop shaped like Marvel superhero Spider-Man. So they notably don't say ice cream.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I'm so curious. What are the...
They call it an ice pop.
Okay, that is very suspicious. Right?
The ingredients are water, high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, sugar, less than 2% of vegetable juice, citric acid, malic acid, natural flavor, guar gum, mono and diglycerides, cellulose gum, pectin, ascorbic acid, vitamin C, modified cellulose, spirulina extract for color, polysorbate 80, turmeric eleurosin for color, polysorbate 65, carinogen, and locust bean gum.
Wow.
It contains no obligatory allergens that must be disclosed to all the true believers out there.
Fluval, based
Yes.
on the lack of matter, of edible matter, it seems that this is actually made of.
Thank you for rating
Welcome.
us, WizWorld Live. We're
Welcome.
discussing the fact that the Spider-Man Ice Pop contains no iced cream.
Yes, we are discussing this mystery of the
But
ice pop, which is mostly water and guar gum?
It's mostly water, high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, and sugar.
Yep.
Everything else is less than 2%. And each irresistible frozen treat is made with colors and flavors from natural sources, and you get to test your Spider-Man knowledge through the Spider-Man maze or crossword puzzle on the back of each ice pop pack. Just like you can test your knowledge of ice cream in our game of trivia. which you can join by going to crowd.live and entering the code LU52J. Or using this handy-dandy QR code. Love when Gua Gum showed up. Yes.
Really?
Gua was also in the Beavis and Butthead video game.
Guar trivia when? This is a good question.
This is a great,
Jazz.
you know, Jess, I heard that Gua 3 makes Gua look like Gua 2.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you can join our game like Nia Fullerton, Pistachios Maraschino, Follow Jas Fatson, the 30-second flavor Ice Crawler Koala, Intern Klondike, Cookie Puss, Winnie the Blue. Oh no, Winnie the Blue was last time when we did Cocaine Bear trivia.
Yes.
As was Ishzabeth Banks.
Which was wonderful.
Hello, Creamy Butter Colloid.
Ooh, creamy butter colloid.
Yes, well, as you join...
Wait, okay, so what do they call it? They don't call it cream, they call it a pop.
They call it an ice pop.
Okay. What about the other ones? Are they also just ice pops?
What other ones? Like your Johnny Pops?
Yeah, and like the ones that are SpongeBob.
Oh, you mean like the same... Like,
Are all the ones with gumballs not iced cream?
probably.
Or
I mean,
cream substitute?
they're all popsicle brand.
Are they all just corn syrup and water? Guar trivia. Could you imagine intern Cutthroat dressed up in some sort of extravagant costume? Thank you so much.
Okay,
and
so...
intern Christy, thank you so much.
There are mandatory allergens that have to be
Guar.
disclosed in the SpongeBob one.
Oh, what are they?
But it's corn and its derivatives.
So, yet again.
Yeah. The ingredients in your SpongeBob Ice Pop, according to Kroger's website, is water, liquid sugar, which is sugar and water, high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin gumballs, which are made of sugar, dextrose, corn syrup, chewing gum base, cornstarch, natural and artificial flavor, resinous glaze, glycerin, tapioca dextrin, carnauba wax, yellow number 6. No, it doesn't have pineapple.
It has yellow number 6.
Yeah. It also has locust bean gum and yellow number 5.
Delicious. Fake human excrements,
And
gross.
a review points out that
repulsive.
there's different sticks in different ones, and the ones with a paddle-like stick taste better than the ones with a thin stick.
Why?
Probably there's actually cream in them. And hello to Ish and Jarish's Fluval Fin Flavor, which has also joined our game of trivia. I think we've given you time to get ready, so let's begin our game.
Oh, I'm trying to be...
Which is counting down without the sounds it should have.
Hey, Fluval.
What?
What do you scream for?
Trivia! True or false, freeze-dried, aka astronaut ice cream, was originally developed for NASA. Is that true? Or is that false?
It does sound like the kind of thing that a chem major would whip up in their dorm room after smoking copious amounts of weed.
Scrub Daddy?
Scrub Daddy, yes.
Yeah.
No, freeze-dried astronaut weed.
The Astro Nut Food.
Astronaut
As
food.
beloved by John Crichton, an astronaut.
Very true. He was shot through a wormhole.
We shot through a wormhole. He met a ship, a living
He's on a ship, a living ship, filled with escaped criminals. His friends!
His friends!
Who else watched Farscape? Who else is now really wanting to rewatch seasons 1 and 2 and seasons 1 and 2 only?
Remember how
of Farscape?
Remember how Studio Cat stopped joining us after we sang the Farscape theme song in front of him? Well, let's see what you picked. 5 of you said true, 4 of you said false, an even divide, but which of you were right? It's true, it was developed by the Whirlpool Corporation under contact from NASA, but it never went into space.
The same one that makes the hot tubs?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, are there like 5 companies now? Like...
Well, this was like in the 60s.
Fuck, man!
Well, because they also make
They
like
can just
ice
do
makers.
whatever the fuck they want.
I mean, they make ice cream makers and stuff too, in addition to the hot tubs and the pools.
See, like, Are those similar? Are they connected because they're tub shaped?
Yeah, hot tubs were also invented for NASA, says Apollo Koala.
Really?
We did the space pen. I figured we'd throw money at ice cream too. Much like we'll throw you to the leaderboard. Where Follow Jas Fadson is in first, so currently everyone is following Jas Fadson.
We scream for you.
With Ish and Jarish's Fluval Fin flavor in second, Cookie Puss in third, Neo Foolitin in fourth, Creamy Buttery Colloid in fifth. Sixth is Intern Klondike. 7 is Ice Crawler Koala. In 8th, the mysterious 30-second flavor.
Really good names. Really good names. This.
And then Pistachios Maraschino.
I feel like...
For potatoes molasses.
Oh, I feel like we should have tried to make one of these flavors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. If any of you want to send in a tribute where you try to make one of these flavors
and show your lowly third-dimensional self consuming matter, like the gross matter that you are.
Yeah. You should live off hate and vibes like me, Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, fifth-dimensional being who merely appears to you as a lowly fish.
I sure wish that I was not made of matter.
No.
But I do run on hatred and suffering alone.
So the Argyle says, is the pencil thing true? USA space pens versus USSR space pencils.
So, no, actually. Oh. Well, they did do that, but the Russians did end up switching to the space pen because graphite, it chips off. It creates dust, and dust is a really big problem in space because, you're relying entirely on your air filters.
And in space, no one can hear you clean.
Yep. So, they wouldn't want to breathe graphite because then no one would hear them or clean. It's a pretty decent pen, apparently. Yeah, exactly. The pen was there at that point. Yeah. It's not like...
Why not use it?
Yeah, but still, it is very important to manage dust in space.
Speaking of artificial environments, here's our next question. In addition to being prestigious blizzard mongers, Dairy Queen also owns which other mall stalwart? Ooh. Cinnabon, Hot Dog on a Stick, Orange Julius, or Sbarro? Do you know the answer to this one, intern corporate mergers?
I have an idea. I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. However, I would like to draw everyone's attention to the name Sbarro.
Yeah.
I never thought about how strangely it's spelled. Is that a name of a person? Is it Italian?
Sbarro was founded by Gennaro and Carmela Sbarro.
Well,
in 1956, and the couple and their 3 sons, Joseph, Mario, and Anthony, immigrated to America from Naples, Italy.
Things from the void, things they know because they're in the same physical location as one of these things. Gross, disgusting physical locations. My goodness, gross. I couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. No.
I would never.
Male stalwart.
Mall stalwart as Martha Stewart.
I mean, are those two things not the same?
I like Dairy Queen also owns which other Martha Stewart, implying Dairy Queen itself is a Martha Stewart.
I would not be surprised.
I mean, they sell Ben Chunch Crunch, the ice cream inspired by Martha Stewart's horse, Ben Chunch.
Precisely. No,
2 of you said Cinnabon. Ooh. None of you thought Hot Dog on a Stick. 7. By far, the biggest answer was Orange Julius, but is it correct? Yes,
it is.
It's Orange Julius Dairy Queen, which itself is owned by Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company. Bought Orange Julius in 1987.
Stewart. The names Berkshire Hathaway and Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
I feel like I would purchase Berkshire Hathaway sheets.
Yeah, Warren Buffett owns Dairy Queen.
Yes. So how are you all enjoying late-stage capitalism? Who will survive? We've been trying to, like, you know, get it to last at least a couple more seasons, but my God.
I mean, we're also trying to really
Y'all are having
streamline
fun with
the character roster so that it's less confusing for you, so that it's only 5 companies own everything. It's really easy to keep track.
We had to make things a little bit simpler for our
I
multidimensional
mean, with the attention
audience.
span these days with the TikTok.
Really, you should blame TikTok, because we had to compete with that.
Yeah.
The Dairy Queen himself.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. It's Warren, the Dairy Queen Buffett. The billionaire next door. The folksy man who bought press coverage that made him look good.
Just like him and a Norman Rockwell, like, scooping ice cream for a little kid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's got to be a majority shareholder thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like how, it's not that they actually, like...
Yeah.
Warren...
Exactly. It's late-stage capitalism. Who will survive?
Warren only worked at a Dairy Queen, like, for an hour as, like, a bit with Bill Gates one time.
We're trying to...
he didn't, like, invent the blizzard.
play up Succession.
I love Normie Rockwell. Yeah, Succession coming back soon for its final season. Is that a harbinger for late-stage capitalism? Who will survive? We'll find out, much like we'll find out who's leading on our leaderboard. It's follow at Jas Fadson with Cookie Puss in second, Creamy Buttery Colloid in third, Ish and Jarish's Fluval Fin Flavor in fourth, Intern Klondike in fifth, tied with the 32nd flavor, Ice Crawler Koala in seventh, Neapolitan in eighth, and Pistachios Maraschino in ninth.
That's true. All the arenas are being purchased by banks. And you know what else is in front of banks? Statues of lions. Banks are trying to bring back lions in arenas.
I mean, look at the Banker's Heart in front of San Francisco. That thing is cold black.
Yeah.
It's a void.
All it wants is tigers. And what we really need...
Yes, Gen Z has discovered Nardwuar.
What?
Yeah, do you know Nardwuar?
The person that they said that I was that
Gethard compared
Emily Emily Pineapple
to? Yeah. And who intern Forrest's old coworker knows personally.
Oh yeah.
Who is it?
Nardwuar Trivia 1.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear it, I think narwhal.
Nardwuar, the human serviette.
What?
And Nardwuar was just on the Best Show this week.
Oh.
With Tom Sharpling.
Oh, Tommy Sharps.
Yeah. He interviews musicians and basically is famous for asking the question that they didn't know anyone knew the answer to, and having them go, how did you possibly find that out? Because it's like a deep cut into their... Yeah, it's a napkin. It's a deep cut into their whole life story.
Wow. Like Howard Stern, but not grotesque.
Yeah, exactly. Like Howard Stern, but not grotesque. Nardwuar is Redactron's happy place, so let's go to question number 3, their place of suffering.
Yes!
Which of these was one of Baskin-Robbins' original 31 flavors? Eggnog, gold medal ribbon, pralines and cream, or rainbow sherbet?
Ooh.
This question has appeared on dessert trivia, so loyal viewers have a leg up.
I have a question, Fluval.
Why
What's
is that
the difference
twerking?
between... You know, I do have that question also, Fluval. You're right.
What's your other
I want to know
question?
why it's twerking.
The sherbet versus sorbet?
Yeah, what the fuck is sherbet? Does anyone know what sherbet is?
Yeah, it is mostly fruit juice as the main ingredient as opposed to milk or cream.
But then, so it's an ice pop? So it's a Spider-Man?
It's, well,
Why? Why does that cupcake have cakes?
sherbet is like,
Why?
it's like, so sorbet is dairy free, and sherbet is like sorbet with dairy. And then ice cream is sherbet without fruit.
Thank you, Fluval. I understand now.
Do you?
I kind of do. Sherbet.
One of you thought the answer was eggnog. One of you thought it was gold medal ribbon. 6 of you thought pralines and cream. One of you thought rainbow sherbet. The correct answer was eggnog, as documented by the Los Angeles Times.
Oh.
It was eggnog. And the 31
really?
flavors marketing gimmick represented the idea.
Only one of you got it right? Who got
it right?
Who got it?
But the 31 flavors marketing gimmick represented the idea that you could get a different ice cream flavor for each day of the month at Baskin-Robbins.
Thank you so much for your suffering.
Their original
You got
list,
that wrong because you're lowly.
the original flavor list was banana nut fudge, black walnut, burgundy cherry, butterscotch ribbon, cherry macaroon, chocolate, chocolate almond, chocolate chip, chocolate fudge, chocolate mint, chocolate ribbon, coffee, coffee candy, date nut. Date nut. Eggnog, French vanilla, green mint stick, lemon crisp, lemon custard, lemon sherbet, maple nut.
Jimmy took me out and got me a date nut.
Oh yeah, we went to the malt shop and got a date nut. Orange sherbet, peach, peppermint fudge ribbon, peppermint stick, pineapple sherbet, raspberry sherbet, Rocky Road, strawberry, vanilla, and vanilla burnt almond. Yeah, date these nuts. Yeah, burgundy cherry, potatoes, molasses, burgundy cherry. And also... Oh boy, pralines and dick. The top, so the Fluval's fact fractal is the top 5 selling Baskin-Robbins ice cream flavors are vanilla, chocolate, mint chocolate chip, pralines and cream, and chocolate chip.
Why is everyone so obsessed with pralines and cream? I actually do have some for my lowly third dimensional body.
Yes.
However, why? Like, what's the big deal?
The big deal is intern Klondike is in first place.
The fuck is a praline? A praline isn't even a nut.
Intern Klondike, by the way, the only one who got that question right.
Oh, intern Klondike.
Yeah, a praline is a confection made from ground nuts. It's not a nut itself.
Ground nuts or ground nuts, like nuts you find on the ground.
I mean, it's usually almonds, pecans, and hazelnuts, so you might just find them. You might just find those ground nuts. And chocolate praline, by the way, is an entirely different thing.
Right? I thought it had to do with pecans.
It does.
But like more with pecans.
Yeah. It's usually almonds.
Ground nuts.
It's made from ground nuts like almonds, pecans, and hazelnuts with sugar. And often cream as well. It's often ground nuts and cream. And a praline cookie is a chocolate biscuit containing ground nuts. And it's from Belgium.
Yeah, it would be.
And the main ingredients are ground nuts and syrup.
Ground nuts.
Yeah, it probably pairs nicely with a date nut.
It is getting warm on this ice cream evening, Fluval. Can you perceive temperature right now?
I could if I wanted to.
That's fair. I do find a lot of pecans.
By the way,
around pecans.
A date nut is a combination of dates and nuts.
Oh, well, wonderful.
Yeah. But Intern Klondike is in first place with the only one who got that question correct.
Ooh,
why don't we see if that's suffering?
Suffer.
Let's see if you keep on suffering in question number 4. All these flavors rest in Ben & Jerry's flavor graveyard. Drag them into the order they were introduced.
And in the meantime, Fluval.
Wavy Gravy, Dastardly Mash, Fossil Fuel, or Bovinity Divinity.
I'm so sorry for interrupting you on those wild-ass names.
Drag them into the order in which they were first introduced.
Dastardly Mash. What? Wait, but Fluval first.
What?
We've received a tribute. You should examine the interior of your 5th dimensional self.
I will do that. I will do that as they lock in their answers.
Dragging while Fluval taking trivia to strange and new places.
Yes.
That's right, and it's because y'all have been so boring in late-stage capitalism. Who will survive?
What in the dang world?
They're gonna cancel you. You're gonna cancel yourselves. What in the dang world? So, I'm gonna say what I think each of these flavors is. Wavy Gravy I think has waves of butterscotch because it looks like gravy.
Nope.
And brownie pieces to look like
Dirt?
no, to look like meatloaf. Dastardly mash.
Sure.
Dastardly mash is what I call date night.
Oldest on top.
Dastardly mash, I think, is mashed potatoes. Hot mashed potatoes. Fossil fuel. Fossil fuel, I think, is dark chocolate that was definitely harvested by enslaved children.
You're 0 for 3 so far.
It just is. Like,
Yeah.
check your shit. Everything's been made by enslaved children. You're on late stage capitalism. Who will survive?
No, actually, surprisingly, it doesn't have rum in it either. Or didn't, I should say.
Bovinity divinity does. I think that bovinity divinity has like the wine that the priest gives you. That's
Sacramental
Jesus's
wine?
blood. Yeah. But after transubstantiation.
Oh, okay.
So it's literally
it's
Jesus's
literally just
blood.
Jesus's, the blood of the Lord.
Date nut after dastardly mash. Now that's a mix-up that I like. Bovinity divinity has beef in it, possibly.
No.
Dastardly mash is wild because why not just have mashed potatoes? Right?
Well,
Maybe, like, because all I can think is monster mash.
I mean, it is a graveyard smash, so I understand why
Fossil
that
fuels
is
should
what
have
would come to mind.
little chocolate dinos on it.
Perhaps
ice
it
cream
should.
actually less healthy for you than fossil fuels or than Jesus's blood.
I mean, it's like a tomato situation there.
The mashed potate. Oh, okay.
The mashed potato, because you gotta boil them, mash them, and...
I would assume so. Just because a potato is a potato.
Well,
And cream is cream.
it's very
and-
fun seeing you assume what is in them.
Well,
But
mash
let's
them.
see
Stick 'em
what
in a
let's see what
stew.
you all did. The top voted order
okay.
is Bovinity Divinity first, Wavy Gravy second, Fossil Fuels third, and Dastardly
Okay.
Mash is the newest.
Potatoes.
Boil and
Boil
mash
and mash
them,
'em,
stick them in a stew. The correct answer is
Stick them into ice cream.
wait.
Okay, wait. Here's a question. If I make an ice pop situation with potatoes instead of fruit juices. Dastardly mash was first?
It got messed up somehow. Wait, I'm fixing it. Yeah, there we go. This is the
okay.
correct order.
Wow! You are all so wrong.
Yeah, Dastardly Mash is the oldest.
Only 10% of you answered correctly. Suffer for your incompetence. Suffer because you do not know these facts.
Yes, Dastardly Mash, as you can see here in the flavor graveyard, was chocolate ice cream with pecans, almonds, raisins, and chocolate chips, and its epitaph reads, "Here lies the brazen, here the brazen dastardly lies. Some say the raisin caused its demise."
Yeah, it does just sound fine.
It was introduced in 1979 and lasted until 1991.
Yeah, it just sounds just
Next up was
fine.
Wavy Gravy,
Oh, what's wavy gravy?
which was introduced in 1993 and lasted until 2001 and was a caramel and cashew
Ooh.
Brazil nut ice cream with a chocolate hazelnut fudge swirl and roasted almonds. And its epitaph said, "Just so there's no confusion,
Yeah.
we thought we ought to warn ya. Wavy Gravy isn't dead. He lives in California. No such luck for Wavy's flavor, but we were wrong before. We won't give up the ghost if you won't. So what are you waiting for?" Because you can resurrect the flavor, and if it gets enough votes, they'll bring it back to the market. But yeah, Wavy
That
Gravy
is
still
amazing.
alive and still in California.
Really? Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Who
Wavy
got
Gravy,
this right? Everybody, probably.
Wavy Gravy is 86 years old.
10% of you
And
because you should suffer.
Formed the Hog Farm,
Oh.
the commune in Berkeley. But Bovinity Divinity was was on sale everywhere and was introduced in 1998 and lasted until 2001. And it was milk chocolate, ice cream, and white fudge cows
Oh, that
swirled
sounds
together
good.
with white chocolate ice cream and dark fudge cows.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
And its epitaph reads, "Where do all the cows go when heaven gives the word? This flavor kicked the bucket when angels took the herd."
Lena
did say that, and
did.
Lena was correct about Bovinity Divinity.
Lena, I believe that you have been lying to all of us and that secretly you are an ice cream, like you're on the council that decides ice cream flavors for all the different companies.
Yeah, it's
you
true.
work for Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah, you're on the council, and you have the rank of master.
Yep. They all have a little cows. That sounds really good.
And fossil fuel
Ooh.
was introduced in 2005 and lasted until 2010. It was sweet cream ice cream with chocolate cookie pieces, fudge dinosaurs, and a fudge swirl.
Ooh.
Its epitaph reads, "Fudgy dinosaurs galore, got all dug up till there were no more. A flavor redesign might be doable, but fossil fuel is non-renewable."
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And was only
Someone
available for a
did
brief
say
5
that one
years.
should have dinosaurs.
It's
I
true.
think that was you, Lena.
Lena said it about the fossil fuel
Yes!
and was correct.
Lena, it's because you are a secret Berkshire Hathaway plant.
Yes.
You clearly work for Berkshire Hathaway deciding new ice cream flavors.
Ice Crawler Koala, the only one who got that right.
No, none of those.
Yeah,
None of
Ice
those.
Crawler Koala, the only person to get it right. Because there's 10 people playing, so 10% is one person. So,
All of you should suffer.
Congratulations, Ice Crawler Koala, for nailing that quiz, that dragging your answers question.
You nailed
But
it.
before we go to question 5, it's time for... We received this infographic from Thingsfromthevoid explaining the difference between ice cream, sherbet, and sorbet. Is this what you thought I was saying when I was explaining it before?
Yes,
Okay, so you
yes.
did understand, and thank you, Thingsfromthevoid, for this wonderful tribute.
Incredible. We're
Explainer.
going to put it inside of all of the employee break rooms.
Absolutely.
We don't give them breaks.
No, but it will be part of the intern orientation program from now on.
Smartest
You're the smartest man alive.
Good, because if you were alive, that would be repulsive. Gross. Third dimensional matter living? What? Gross. What about strawberry ice cream?
It's actually relevant. Strawberry ice cream is relevant to question number 5, so let's go on to it. Which pharmacy chain is often credited with helping to popularize the banana split? CVS, Health Mart, Rite Aid, or Walgreens? Because, of course, the strawberry is one of the 3 flavors in the most iconic version of the banana split. Wizworld knows this one. Fuck
you
yeah,
don't,
Void,
you
says
should
the
suffer.
Argyle, based on the tribute we received from Things from the Void.
Glorious.
You had one in town until fairly recently.
Oh. Mm.
Interesting. Wizworld.
A banana split or
A pharmacy that served
pharmacy
ice
that
cream.
serves. Ooh. That's very interesting. I never really trusted the ice cream that was served in drugstores.
Intern Forrest ate a lot of thrifty ice cream.
Yeah,
At
I don't
pharmacies.
know why. The original name of it before the acquisition.
Yeah, we were thrifty before thrifty was acquired by the correct answer. So 5 of you said Rite Aid, 4 of you said Walgreens. Walgreens was the correct answer. These soda fountains in early Walgreens stores in Chicago were a huge draw, and they adopted the banana split as their signature dessert, and there it spread through the chain. And that helped popularize it.
Yeah.
You know what else makes sense? According to KRCG TV, that's not the only thing Walgreens introduced. The chain also introduced the malted milkshake because the company the company's soda fountains were such a draw that they introduced it, and the company sold enough ice cream that at one point they built their own ice cream factory. However, times change, and the last dedicated Walgreens soda fountain closed around 56 years ago.
That's the thing. It's all marketing.
It was a
That was how I got late stage capitalism.
Yeah.
Who will survive off the ground in the first place?
It's true.
They were just gonna reduce your Earth to gravel dust so that Fluval would have something to suck in and spit out of his mouth.
Much like what results when the USSR astronauts used the space pencil.
Yes, precisely. Yeah.
Jas returns to the first place for getting it right, but Ice Crawler Koala, the smartest man alive, in second place. Just closing in on following Jas. Intern Klondike in third, the 30-second flavor in fourth, and Neo Fullerton, along with the 30-second flavor, also got it right. That's true. That's true.
Why? At what point does the dairy become cream? Because if it has milk in it, but it's not cream, but it has dairy.
It's so because, so a lot of frozen desserts are made from vegetable oils instead of cream.
Oh no!
Yeah, that may not be the case with Breyers, but that's the case with a lot of them.
So they're dairy-free?
No.
Well, then why are they putting oil in it?
No, in this case, those are different ones. In the case of Breyers, it's that it doesn't have enough milk fat.
No thanks, Walgreens.
So Breyers...
Ice oil.
So to qualify as ice cream must contain a minimum of 10% dairy milk fat, and it must have no more than 100% overrun and weigh no less than 4.5 pounds per gallon. So it's that the weight isn't enough, and it's not enough dairy milk fat in it. Because overrun is the air that's whipped into the ice cream base.
A little less.
And so they put more air, which makes it lighter and fluffier, but it has too much air to qualify as ice cream.
Oh, but that's different.
Yeah, that's not the vegetable oil one.
You're making ice cream, but you're whipping it up real high, so there's just a bunch of air in it. That's different from, like, we put, like,
oil.
Too little of the dairy, but also still too much.
Yeah.
Custard, which has eggs.
Yeah. And then gelato has a different milk fat ratio, too, as well.
Yes. And as we all know, eggs are for rich people. Late-stage capitalism, who will survive?
You know...
it's hawks.
You know what's one way to get rich enough to have eggs?
How?
Creating an entire comic book universe. And one of them is relevant to our next question.
Oh, really?
Which of these is a real ice cream-themed mutant from the Marvel Universe? Brain Freeze, Ice Cream, Mr. Gelato, or Soft Serve? Excelsior!
Soft serve? That's what we called my high school boyfriend.
That's gross, because it implies fornication.
Oh, that's true.
Pick your favorite. I also don't like sex in marriage either. I'm opposed to the whole thing.
That's true.
But pick the real Mary Marvel mutant from this list of 4 ice cream themed.
I have a thought, but I think I'm wrong.
What's your thought?
I think it's Brain Freeze, but I think I'm wrong.
I
think it's Mr. Gelato or something ridiculous like that.
Things from the Void says all of the above. I love the distraction trick answer. Is there a Mrs. Gelato?
Yeah. Is there a Mrs. Gelato?
Well, let's see what you picked. 7 of you said Brain Freeze.
Ooh.
0 of you said Ice Cream. None of you thought it was Mr. Gelato.
One of
you thought it was Mr. Gelato, and one of you thought it was Soft Serve.
What is it?
I do. I'm much like Zumas on Twitter. I hate sex scenes in movies. They're so unnecessary for the plot.
Yep. Exactly. And the idea of... Oh! What? What?
Only one of you got it right.
It was Soft Serve!
2 of them are right, too. You had a 50% chance.
Ice Cream?
Ice Cream and Soft Serve are real. We made up Brain Freeze and Mr. Gelato.
You should all be suffering right now. You should all be suffering so much. Who guessed Soft Serve?
Which of you guessed the Earth 616 character Soft Serve?
Who is Soft Serve?
Oh, we're gonna look at the Marvel wiki pages of both of these incredible characters.
Serve?
Brain Freeze, yes, exactly, Wizworld. Brain Freeze is in Kick-Ass as a ripoff of Cyclops.
That's pretty good.
He is Ice Scream and Chase for Business.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Ice Cream is a mutant who has the power to transform himself into any flavor of ice cream, including Banana Split. And he first appeared in 1983's Obnoxio the Clown.
So,
#1.
his power can only be observed if you are consuming him?
Ice Cream was detected by Xavier on Cerebro, but the signal overloaded the device, which exploded.
He looks like he's wavy gravy. He should just be
Yes.
a mound of screaming eyeballs.
And he has an unstable molecule chest refrigeration unit to keep himself cool.
Any flavor? He's an Omega level dessert. Well, you see, once we pair him up with Lena, who has all of the ice cream flavor ideas, he's unstoppable.
But here's the other one.
Swiss Miss, the villain you only see in Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, a brilliant
Soft
piece of art.
Serve's power is to poop ice cream. She has control over the flavors that come out.
That's just fetish content.
Soft Serve has the power to poop ice cream.
Content.
She has control over the flavors she produces and can poop, quote, pretty much all the different flavors of ice cream. The Mutant Forge described her poop ice cream as the best he ever had. And she debuted in Way of X #2, May 2021.
That's just fetish.
And she's a big fan of ice cream.
Does she have to eat food?
She's not lactose intolerant. That's in trivia.
Doesn't matter what she eats.
Oh, here's another fun thing, by the way. At first, Bob Quinn, who created the character, stated that Soft Serve had very different plumbing than regular humans, but upon further consideration, Quinn decided her body was instead a portal to the ice cream dimension, with pooping just being a colloquialism for the bizarre location of the portal. Besides, it's likely Soft Serve doesn't even poop at all.
One of the individuals working on this is actually
This is Soft Serve. This is the image of Soft Serve in the Marvel Wiki. Clearly a fleshed out character.
They are just into poop. It does sound like a bad Harry Potter character. Yeah, exactly.
Before they invented toilets, the wizards ate the poop.
Fluval, stop spoiling their future.
I mean, that's true. That is in the prequel series to the prequel to Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic poops and where to leave them.
Yep.
But now let's go to our leaderboard. Jess, the only one who got it right.
Wow.
So everyone, once again, following
Sucker.
Jess has also only missed 2 questions. Jess has gotten more correct than anyone else. So everyone is following Jess in points and in number of total questions correct. Yes, Jess. Well, wait a sec.
Both of them have like uncomfortable suggestions of cannibalism.
No, Jess got a Soft Serve correct. Jess did not get ice cream.
No one got ice cream.
No one got ice cream.
Suffer.
So
Suffer
if
for
anything,
your lack
Jess
of
is a
faith.
big fan of Soft Serve.
Fact Shack. Fact Shack.
No, we were fact checking.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So,
of
you know-
course.
Soft Serve invents ice cream flavors, right? Which is also relevant to our next question. Which ice cream company invented chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream in 1984? Was that Baskin Robbins, Ben & Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, or Van Leeuwen?
Van Leeuwen sounds like they also make fancy handbags.
They make fancy ice cream, I'll tell you that much.
I've never heard of them. I want to send
They
that
made
old
that-
reaction gift from Survivor where everyone's disgusted, but the one guy is like, nice.
They make that mac and cheese ice cream that took the world by storm.
I love Survivor. I really like the clip where Jeff kicks a guy out for being transphobic. He does.
No, I know. Good
One
for
of
Jeff.
the contestants does a transphobia, and Jeff's
And
like,
Jeff Probst is like, get
fuck
out of here.
you."
I'm not even letting them vote.
All of you agree that he needs to leave, right?
2 of you said Baskin Robbins. 5 of you said Ben and Jerry. Yeah, exactly. The one that LED liked. 5 of you said Ben and Jerry's. 2 of you said Haagen-Dazs. 0 said Van Leeuwen. 56% of you answered this correctly, which means it is, of course, Ben and Jerry's. As they put it, we created the chocolate chip cookie dough after a fan anonymously suggested it at our first scoop shop. It's since become an ice cream legend, so who knows if it's still canon. They started selling ice cream in pints. The flavor, they started selling chocolate chip cookie dough in pints in 1991, and by 1992 it made up 20% of the company's sales.
It's fanfic. It's just fanfic. A fan named CK Dough.
CK Dough.
Sounds like they stole it.
It sure does.
Sure fucking does. Knew it would be on trivia.
That's right. It was also on a previous episode of Grand Trivia. Once again, rewarding loyal viewers.
All of you should suffer for not having known it. Ha! Suffer!
That's right. Ice Koala Koala, our intern Klondike, Neo Fullerton, Cookie Puss, and Pistachios Maricino shouldn't suffer, but the rest of you should. That's right. It's user-generated content. Cookie dough ice cream.
Fried ice cream balls?
Oh, Argyle has to go right about the creation of chocolate chip cookie dough on AO3. That does sound really good, Lena.
Yes.
And let's dig more into Van Leeuwen with the subject of our next question. Van Leeuwen is famous for creating weird ice cream flavors. Which of these is not a real one?
Oh.
Bananas for cheese, barbecue sweet rib, planet Earth, or pizza. 3 of these are real ice cream flavors. 1 of these we made up.
What do you think planet Earth tastes like?
I mean, I know what I think it tastes like, and we'll talk about it.
Bananas for cheese sounds the most grotesque.
Dirt, probably, yeah.
Because, like, at least, like, barbecue sweet rib, like, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Pizza, sweet, but bananas and the cheese. Dirt ice cream reminds me of Roadkill Cafe.
That's true. It might actually be it might have to be a Planet Earth frozen dairy beverage because it does have 70% water.
Pop. Salty. It's just
Well, let's see what you
salty.
picked. 2 of you said bananas for cheese. It was very evenly divided, as you can see. Unsurprisingly, only 22% of you got it correct, and the correct answer is barbecue sweet rib. The rest are all real.
What? Really? Bananas for cheese is real?
Yeah.
Wait, what does Planet Earth taste like?
Planet Earth isn't dirt flavored. It pairs spirulina almond ice cream with pieces of matcha cake.
That sounds grotesque. That sounds like a millennial nightmare. That sounds like they made it up in a fucking marketing meeting.
I mean, they made up all of these in a marketing meeting.
But, like, this one especially.
So it was banana slices with...
Right? What the fuck even is this? It does sound... It does.
Van Leeuwen was created the bananas for cheese in partnership with Christine Ha, the blind cook and chef/owner of the Blind Goat and Jin Chow. And it was only available at one of their locations as well as her restaurants. And it was called Bananas for Cheese. And it was inspired by her childhood snack, banana slices with Laughing Cow cheese. Oh. It's a rich cheese base of Gouda and mascarpone ice cream, blended with banana jam and shot through with milk chocolate chips.
That sounds awful. Gouda? Gouda?
And the pizza ice cream has mozzarella and tomato jam swirls.
I mean, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, these sound kind of insufferable. And I've been to a lot of insufferable ice cream places.
That's true.
The 4 is really wacky.
Well, because it's like, I'm bananas for cheese.
But, like, it's wacky. It needs more milk in your mouth.
It's also available. Some of them are available at your local Target, depending on where you live. But let's see who benefited from that. Ice Crawler Koala, crawl into first place.
Crawl!
Follow Jazz Fatson to second place. Intern Klondike in third. The 30-second flavor, which might be bananas for cheese, is in fourth place. Neo Fullerton in fifth. Cookie Puss in sixth. Creamy Butter Colloid in seventh. Pistachios Maraschino in eighth. And Ishinjarish's Fluval Fin Flavor in ninth place.
Suffer.
Why don't you keep your suffering going? With question number 9, our penultimate question.
Oh.
Universal City Walks Marvel Mania Restaurant featured which of these ice cream based desserts? Blizzard's Ice Cream Blast, Bucky's Banana Split, Sabretooth's Sinister Sundae, or Thanos' Ice Cream Gauntlet?
Ooh.
Which of 3 of these are real desserts that were available at Marvel Mania Universal City Walk?
I'm
Where
bananas for planet Earth. I hope nothing bad happens to it.
Oh. But which do you know the answer to this one, intern? Relaxation.
I can guess, but
sure.
my
They're out of
guess
time, so
is
guess.
that it's Blizzard's ice
You
cream.
think Blizzard's Ice Cream Blast
But
is the
that
real
makes
one?
me sad. I think it should be Thanos' ice cream gauntlet, and it should be a gauntlet that has like a cone attached.
So it should be like a handwich.
Yes.
One of you said Blizzard's. I was honestly, part of me was wondering if we were gonna summon Beautiful City as soon as we talked about Marvel Mania. But one of you said Blizzard's.
know.
2 of you thought it was Bucky's. 4 of you thought it was Sabretooth's Sinister Sundae.
Ooh. Oh, well, that makes sense because it came out around when like X-Men.
Yeah, it definitely came out when X-Men was by far a bigger part
Yeah.
of the Marvel brand image. It was really the X-Men and Spider-Man. But the correct
They
answer...
just wanted ice creams of Spider-Man.
The correct answer is Blizzard's
I was
Ice Cream
right?
Blast. You were right, yeah.
How did they not make Hoka Hoka burning fudge? Like the Avengers Infinity
This was
War.
this was the 90s
Okay.
when they made these silly
Who
ice
the fuck
creams.
is Blizzard?
The answer was Blizzard's Ice Cream, which was just ice cream. It wasn't a special dessert. It was just what they called ice cream, and you could get dark chocolate, vanilla bean, white chocolate, raspberry, or Butterfinger Crunch ice cream. That was it.
Wow.
I wonder if they got into any
Yeah,
trouble.
but for real, who the fuck is Blizzard?
Who's Blizzard?
Who the fuck is Blizzard? J. Jonah Baskin Jameson.
Who's Blizzard?
It's a bad guy of Iron Man.
Yeah. It's an
Fucking
android.
sure.
There's multiple Blizzards, but
Blizzard is soft serve's invisible friend. It was just what they called ice cream. Insane to use for branding. Insane.
why not Iceman?
Why not fucking Iceman?
Why did they use Donald Gill, aka
Donald.
the Blizzard?
Wow.
Donald Donnie Gill was a criminal who was given either Gregor Shapanka's original Blizzard costume or a close duplicate of it by agents of Justin Hammer. He was occasionally partnered with the Beetle and Backlash in the B Team, because the names all start with B.
Sure, that's why they called them the B Team.
And James Rhodes, who was Iron Man for a while, Rhodey after Tony had to leave because he was an alcoholic. That's the plot line.
Why not soft serve? Why not? Why not soft serve?
Well,
Why
also,
are we
this isn't
using
even the
Donald
original
Gill?
Blizzard. The original Blizzard is Gregor Shapanka.
Who the fuck is Gregor Shapanka?
Dr. Gregor Shapanka was an employee of Stark Industries conducting private research into a means for achieving physical immortality when he tried to rob the private vault of Tony Stark.
Is he Eastern European because it's cold?
He's Eastern
North?
European because Stan Lee created him in the 60s and he was a villain.
Is he from Siberia because that's synonymous with cold?
He was also named Jack Frost for a while.
A lot of groin muscles on that guy. Yeah, why not soft serve? Also groin
And
muscles.
he died in Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 20.
Cold War.
Look at all these versions of the Blizzard.
Is Santa Claus 3 in the MCU? Yes. And if you haven't seen Rise of the Guardians, my God, Daddy Santa as a superhero. Wild chat.
That's right, the Michael Keaton movie where he turns into a snowman is part of the MCU canon.
Killed by Craven. She-Hulk season 2. When I was young, if I was misbehaving, my grandfather would call me Yum
From Siberia.
From Siberia. From Siberia.
Well, the only one of you who got that right was Ish and Jarish's Fluval Fin Flavor.
Ooh.
So they gained 60 points on that question.
All of you should suffer because you were all wrong.
But speaking of, Stan would be happy that you just got a ride for the Guardians ride at Epcot.
Precisely.
But now it's Marvel time is done. But we're sticking with ice cream and pop culture.
Okay.
As we are about to go to question number 10. I hope Blue Like Bart is looking at their phone. Wager your points now.
Wager!
This is again ice cream pop culture. So be sure to wager your points. Things from the Void going all in on this question. Well, sometimes that can pay off. Sometimes that will chill you back to last place. Sometimes you'll be hitting an iceberg like you're the Titanic when you go all in.
Oh.
Hell yeah, says Opala Koala, as we count down to our actual question and end this points wager portion of the game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's your question. Who played the mysterious ice cream mascot Mr. Tasty on the Adventures of Pete and Pete? This is the ice cream mascot who has to leave town because the kids ask him too many questions about his personal life and he's embarrassed, and the ice cream dealers have a code. And he never removes the ice cream mask either, so no one knows what he looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what Pete and Pete is.
It was a Nickelodeon show in the 1990s about Big Pete and Little Pete, two brothers, and Little Pete had a tattoo named Petunia.
Oh.
And Michelle Trachtenberg was on it around the time of Harriet, but pre-Buffy.
Okay.
As the love interest of Little Pete. It was a very bizarre show. There's some great cameos.
Great music.
Okay, almost all of you thought the correct answer was Steve Buscemi. I will say, all of these characters, Michelle Trachtenberg's dad was played by Iggy Pop.
Oh, what?
All of these people were on the show.
Okay.
J.K. Simmons, Michael Stipe, Steve Buscemi, and Toby Huss all appeared on Pete and Pete. But who's correct? The correct answer is the three of you who said Toby Huss. Toby Huss, in addition to Mr. Tasty, also played Artie, the strongest man in the world. He also was on King of the Hill.
Okay.
And Mr. Tasty refuses to remove his ice cream mascot suit and has commitment issues. J.K. Simmons appeared on the show as Barber Dan, who cuts Big Pete's hair.
Okay.
Steve Buscemi appeared on the show as the high school guidance counselor, who's also the dad of Big Pete's best friend, Ellen. And Michael Stipe appeared as Mr. Tasty's ice cream slinging rival, Captain Scrummy.
Okay.
Michael Stipe being the lead singer of R.E.M.
Oh, okay.
Well, three of you got it right, so let's go to our leaderboard. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, Toby Huss was the dad in Weird, the Weird Al story.
Oh.
Ice Koala in first, Intern Klondike in second, Ish and Drish's Fluval Fin Flavor in third.
Wow.
Everyone else, Creamy Butter Colloid didn't lose any points, but everyone else did, and 4 of those players, including Follow Jas Fadson, has 0 points. Do you think that was the last question?
Yes.
Wager more points.
Wager more points! What?
More wager! There's always time to gamble more. All in with zero. Double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Fluval is extra tricksy tonight. So here we go.
Oh, slander.
Which movie star was elected mayor of Carmel by the Sea in 1986 after campaigning to make it legal to eat ice cream outside? Which movie star was elected the mayor of Carmel by the Sea in 1986 after campaigning to make it legal to eat ice cream outside? Was that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Clint Eastwood, or Sylvester Stallone?
Ask yourself, who the fuck would say this? This is a gimme. It's
Joe Biden,
gimme.
says the Argyle. Famed action star Joseph Robinette Biden. I heard he was great in Bullet Train.
Robinette?
Yeah, it's his middle name.
Huh.
Robinette.
Why?
Because that's what his parents thought his middle name should be.
But is it a name? Is it like it
That's
sounds
true.
like...
Someone did bring this up in the Discord earlier today in relation to the blank check movie draft. Intern Forrest definitely brought that up earlier today.
Carmel, surprisingly anti.
It was very anti ice cream. Not only.
Not only.
It's anti a lot of things.
Yeah.
One of you, almost all you, yeah. It's Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
Though notably, it was not actually, they did not actually ban ice cream.
Yeah.
They banned offering any open food containers for takeout.
Oh. Not animes?
Yeah, I do know about that. And Carmel remains a strange place even after Clint Eastwood was mayor. The houses there don't have street addresses.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone has to walk downtown or drive downtown to get their mail from the P.O. boxes. And wearing heels over 2 inches high requires a permit. And that is per the Carmel by the Sea website.
Oh, yeah, those are terrifying. That's wild. Yeah. Deep fake tack. It's just like, no, we're just going to troll everyone.
Ice Crawler Koala! Congratulations to Ice Crawler Koala, aka Opala Koala.
Opala Koala!
For winning our game of trivia. It feels like
weird fascist place.
it's really trying to it has to something's it's there to counterbalance Santa Cruz in the cosmic sense.
Precisely.
Yeah. Which of course Wizworld knows all about because tonight's episode was broadcast from a beach in Santa Cruz. But also America in general.
Yeah.
As Jazz says. But yes. Ice Crawler Koala, send your address.
Yes.
To us if we don't already have it. But that's
our show.
well, no.
No.
There's one more thing we have to do.
Oh my.
Bet you didn't think that Ice Cream Planet was a desert.
I didn't.
Yeah, but it
they
was.
They used all the water.
Yeah, they used all the water.
Snow.
Well, why do you think they want ice cream so much? It's hot.
Yeah, it's real fucking hot.
It's real hot. They're so uncomfortable. They need... That's why they're screaming for ice cream.
Yeah.
You don't scream for ice cream if it's just like a mild preference.
Yeah. Just mild weather.
Yeah.
Just heavily covered date night. Yeah.
But...
Tutti frutti.
The last answer was Clint Eastwood. It was Clint Eastwood who was elected mayor in 1986 for a 2-year term.
Yes.
And then did not seek it again. And also he didn't accept his salary. He donated it to a local children's shelter because he's Clint fucking Eastwood.
Just for being Clint Eastwood.
And you know, his political activity later would go on to yelling at an empty chair at the RNC.
Being racist as shit in movies.
That was probably already the case. But, I mean, come on. But next week on this episode, next week's episode of Grand Trivia, we're going to have 10 questions about the happy-go-lucky world of Mario. Because next Friday is March 10th in your dimension, Mario Day.
It's Mario Day.
Mamma mia. You won't want to
Mamma
miss
mia.
next week's episode of Grand Trivia, where we'll be seeing you We have your coordinates.
We do.
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away.